Holy jalapeno! It's the friggin' Super Bowl! 58 if you can't read Roman numerals, or refuse to on principle. It's not like the first one was played in ancient Rome. It was the 60s. They already had digital clocks. You're being recklessly nostalgic, NFL. It was the first ever Super Bowl in Las Vegas, the city that brought you exactly one good hangover movie. Vegas is like Disney World, but with less pedophiles working there. It was the Kansas City Chiefs versus the San Francisco 49ers for the Vince Lombardi dildo. What's with the smoke? Is it spooky or just off-gassing? One day, we'll discover it traps the souls of all who win it. Thank God the Chargers are safe. Jim Nantz provided the play-by-play, and Tony Romo the verbal diarrhea. The Niners were led by their quarterback and first place in a Lee Harvey Oswald lookalike contest, Brock Purdy. They called him Mr. Irrelevant, which sounds like a nickname bestowed by a pack of mean girls or a mother-in-law. Fullback Kyle Jeselnik grabs some sky for a first down. What is a fullback? If a halfback gets too big, does he become a fullback? And how full can his back get before Sir Mix-a-Lot gets involved? Christian McCaffery fumbled the ball, and Tony Romo offered some crackerjack analysis of the situation.
Well, the ball's definitely out.
It's okay to be quiet sometimes, Tony. I promise you, you're not getting paid by the word. Wait, is that why he adds Jim to the end of every sentence?
You know why, Jim?
Jesus shot a commercial for feet. Ad space is expensive. Where the hell did Jesus get $7 million? He must be washing a lot more than feet. During the break, they punished the crowd with a DJ. Is that a hardball? I guess they can't all be winners. 49ers kicker Jake Moody had been shakier than Michael J. Fox on a tilt-a-whirl, but he nailed one from 55 yards out, setting a Super Bowl record. Isaiah Pacheco gave birth in the red zone. Congratulations, it's a fumble. Travis Kelce lost his shit on Andy Reid. He looked like he just discovered the truth about Manili Vanilli. I don't know what Reid did, but you don't want the Bro King mad at you. First he flings his poo, and the next thing you know, he's talking to you about lacrosse, and the place reeks of sexual harassment. Someone give him a pack of crayons and point him away from the field. Maybe show him that Jesus Feet commercial. You don't ever sneak up on a fat man like that. Can't you see his heart is churning butter? Dre Greenlaw suffered the freakiest goddamn injury I've ever seen. He tore his Achilles running onto the field. I felt bad for him, but it confirmed my lifelong creed. Never try. Patrick Mahomes tried a basketball pass to no one, and he was flagged for intentional groundhogs. You just can't teach those MVP level mechanics.
Fuck.
L'Jarius Sneed smacked Brandon Aiyuk in the helmet, right in front of a ref. He should have smacked himself too. That's offsetting penalties. And if the ref doesn't buy it, flag him for delay a game and jump into the stands. If you're gonna get a letter from the league, at least make it a thick one. They can fine you if they want, but it's gonna cost them 2 stamps. With the offense limping like a tortoise with elephantitis, Kyle Shanahan reached to the bottom of his bag of tricks. It was Brock Purdy to Jauan Jennings to Sourdough Sam to Christian McCaffery who split the defense for points. Chris Jones rallied the defense with a rousing speech about the beauty and pageantry of butterflies. Tom Brady passed the GOAT baton to Mahomes in an animation made by failing middle school students, or possibly a vindictive AI model that's a Broncos fan. Harrison Butker put one through the uprights, just as Mahomes filmed a sexy new commercial for Invisalign. Nom 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 nom, ham bone. Nickelodeon was simulcasting the game.
Who needs a map to help find the end zone?
I can't wait to see what they do with Dre Greenlaw's injury. The Niners went into the half up by a score, but like Timothy Chalamet in a prison shower, they could not have felt safe. Halftime interrupted Usher on the toilet. There was a lot of shit going on. It felt like a potpourri of failed Batman villains. That's the Contortionist. She's not dangerous, she just makes you feel funny. Usher wore a brooch made of diamonds, the perfect thirst trap for women who love R&B and receive AARP benefits. Alicia Keys was there, playing piano on what appeared to be the world's largest 3D printed gravy boat. There was a surprise guest appearance by a milk dud. Who was that guy? He told us to put one hand in the air and then fucked all the way off. I never saw him again. Does he have another guy for 2 hands? Or is that just the police? They always want 2 hands in the air, but they very rarely ask you to wave them like you just don't care. Once I tried, but they shot me. I'm kidding, I'm white. Usher stripped to the nips, There was a bug on him and he was gonna find it. h.e.r. hit him with a wicked guitar solo, causing Twitter's search box to explode with men typing, "Who is Lady Guitar?" Don't even act like there wasn't a roller skating routine, because there totally was. Usher was wearing what could have only been described to his costume designer as pajamas from the movie Tron, but sparkly. It was all skate for nostalgia, and I couldn't wait for the kick the can portion. Lil Jon was there. So was Ludacris, and I know I'm not supposed to want to touch his hair, but I really want to touch his hair. I owned a chia pet once, and this looks at least 10 times better. Usher said he turned the world to the A, and you'll have to teach me your ways, Mr. Usher, because the missus discourages such things, not even on Valentine's Day. The Chiefs opened the second half by bouncing a ball off Isaiah Pacheco's shoulder and watched him scramble for it like candy from a piñata. For fuck's sake, Charleston Chew! Mahomes overthrew Kelce, and he was picked off. Not that it mattered. Both offenses were drunk with no designated driver. Butker hit a field goal from 57 yards, immediately supplanting Jake Moody as the new Super Bowl record. I sure hope Gam Gam Moody didn't start embroidering anything celebratory during the half. We don't need another incident. Like any good arsonist, the Chiefs just needed a spark, and they got one after a punt ricocheted off a clueless 49ers ankle. It only took one play for the Chiefs to score, their first lead of the game, and so far, that ankle was the MVP. George Kittle had seen less action than a dungeon master with cystic acne, but he picked up a crucial fourth down to keep the drive alive. Jauan Jennings dropped L'Jarius Sneed like a Chipotle dinner bowl breaker and spun in for 6, but Jake Moody's point after was blocked. They said it was Moody's fault for a low kick. Butler tied it up with another field goal. His feet don't stink. They smell of lavender and eucalyptus. He's always making kicks and attracting horny koalas. The pressure was mounting, and fans were making duck calls.
3 is very different than 4.
Thanks, Tony. Maybe go sit in the corner for a while. Moody found redemption with a 53-yard field goal to reclaim the lead. Mahomes hit Kelce for a chunk play, and he got him in range for a chip shot field goal, and Butker tied it up. This game went to overtime, or as every introvert at a Super Bowl party would call it, hell. Football Cop explained the rules of overtime, which are different in the playoffs than the regular season. A point completely lost on the 49ers and Coach Shanahan as they elected to take first possession. Purdy led them down the field, but they sputtered on third down. Tony Romop said,
Because Chris Jones does it again.
And if does it again you mean goes completely unblocked, then yes, good job. Moody put another 3 on, giving them a tenuous grasp on the game. The Niners could have ended it on fourth down, but Mahomes took it himself. I hadn't seen a hole that big since my Boy Scout trip to Fire Island. Mahomes made another big run to put him inside the 5. They only needed 3 yards for a touchdown, but there was no way Mahomes could make a 3-yard pass. Holy shit, he did it! Patrick Mahomes is the greatest quarterback to have ever lived, or will ever live. Dig up old quarterbacks, toss them in the sea. I don't even want to know there were any. Fill their open graves with big stupid sunglasses and sprinkle Mahomes pee on them. Brock Purdy got a hug, which is really just as good. Deebo Samuel had the look of a man set for a social media reckoning after he talked shit for an entire year. The Chiefs have won back-to-back Super Bowls, something nobody's ever done before, except the Patriots, Broncos, Cowboys, 49ers, Steelers again, Dolphins, and the Packers. Kadarius Toney was made inactive before the game for obvious reasons. Does he still get a ring? Yep, that's 2 Super Bowl rings for Toney, none for Dan Marino. But the most important part of the evening was yet to come, letting Travis Kelce speak, and the courtesy laugh that always follows. Oh, Travis, we tolerate you. He seems fun in the way an air horn does. It's a neat sound, but I wouldn't want it as my ringtone. Congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs. You just won the NFL. I swear to God, if they three-peat, I'm switching to soccer.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys. It sound right, boy.
Nom 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 nom.